Welcome to Primecast. My name is Jesse.
And I am Andrew.
Yep, we are wireless this time because he's working real late tonight, and I am too tired and going to be too busy tomorrow to stay up that late to start a show. So, my apologies, Wyatt. I know your feelings are hurt. You're going to cry yourself to sleep, like you do every night anyway.
Yeah, I heard that too. Yeah.
Yeah. I heard it's really annoying. So just stop it, Wyatt. Just stop it. So yeah, not all really. Oh well, I guess we just first talk about. Did you get anything in past week?
Well, I got the stuff that I ordered. Basically, the DC Universe, the Flash, and the Knight Rider car came in, and I ordered Ultra Magnus.
Prime Ultra Magnus?
The Fall of Cybertron. Ultra Magnus. Yeah.
Okay.
I broke down and got that one.
I like the sword he comes with.
Yeah, he has cool accessories. And let's just say the mold suits him better than it does for Prime.
Yeah, it actually does. I think I agree with you there. What else?
That's it so far.
Yeah, well, I'll get to that when I talk. Everything I actually have in hand is Batman related.
The Batman.
Yeah, the Batman. Well, Mad Shell was kind enough to ship me a Movie Masters Catwoman and a Movie Masters Ra's al Ghul.
Cool.
Yep, and he sent me the goggles up version of Catwoman, which looks really cool.
Yeah, I like that version the best. Yeah.
But you have that one too, right?
I do. Goggles up. Yep.
Now let me ask you a question. There's a spot, like right in between her eyes, that's a little bit higher on my figure. Is that paint? Do you have a spot on there on yours too? Because I'm not sure if it's like a paint job mess up or if it's actually supposed to be like that. Because if it's a paint mess up, I'm going to like take some black permanent marker to it.
I can't tell you that right now. She's in the other room, but.
Oh, okay.
I can get back to you on that though. Yeah.
I'll look at pictures in a little bit.
Yeah.
And you know what? The fucking funny thing about it is, I haven't been able to find any new Movie Masters in months, besides Bane and Batman, Bane and Batman, Bane and Batman.
Yeah.
The very exact same day I got Catwoman Ra's al Ghul, I went to Target and I found a Catwoman there.
Yeah, isn't that the stinker? I hate it when that happens.
It happens to me every time. Every time. Like it happened to me with Thundertron. It happened to me with animated Wreck-Gar.
Yeah, I hate it when I find it at a better price.
I know, it's fucking awful. But that was the goggles down version, so I didn't feel too bad. But I got that one anyway.
That's cool. Want to keep in box. Yeah.
Yep. And actually, I went to Kroger the other day, looked at Movie Masters, and they actually had a couple Alfreds.
Oh man, really?
Yes, and I picked up one, keep in box. And I was actually going to ask you, I forgot to ask you on Twitter, but did you ever find an Alfred?
Yes, I did.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
Because good thing I didn't get it for you then, because
no, I wouldn't mind an extra.
Yeah, well, if you really don't mind it, if you want an extra, I can go there tomorrow and see if they have it, and I'll pick it up for you.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, yeah. So I'll do it. It kind of sucks because I actually hid both of them because I didn't have any money. I was going to pick them up later, and I went back later on, and they were taken from my hidden spot and put back on the shelf. So someone's been like looking for hidden toys.
Yeah, they're catching on, I guess.
Yeah, fucking bastards.
The jerks.
So I got that. And I've been thinking about getting another Batman to have in box because
Yeah.
does look pretty decent in package. And so now I have a completed Bat Signal,
Awesome.
just the broken version because I got the Walmart exclusive Jim Gordon. And
Yeah,
that
I have
looks
that
really
too.
cool.
hmm
You have that too?
I have the Jim Gordon, yeah, with the Walmart
So
one.
okay.
Yep.
Um. So one thing that always kind of bugs me about the broken version of the Bat Signal, even though it looks really cool, there's nothing you can really do with the actual bat piece.
Yeah, it just
It
sort of
doesn't.
lays there. Yeah.
Yeah, like that. Have you ever been able to figure out a way you could wedge it in anywhere to make it
No.
at least no? See, that's really stupid. Because that piece is definitely going to get lost at some point. But it's really impressive. I love this thing. I'm holding it right now, and I haven't even tested the. I put batteries in it, and looks. The light's pretty bright. I mean, as I have all my lights on in my room, so and you can still see it.
Oh yeah, it shines really well. At least mine does.
Yeah, did you? I'm not. I forget. Did you get the Blake?
Yep, I have Blake.
So you have the fixed version too.
Yep, and I sent you a link to Walmart. They have them in stock.
Yeah, but I wasn't. I didn't have permission to buy anything online.
Oh dang.
Yeah, so that's a fucking sucky part about being married.
So
So,
the wife rules the purse. Yep.
hmm fucking
Or the wallet.
yep. Um, so I'm still in desperate need of a Blake, aka Robin.
Yeah, he's harder to find than Ra's al Ghul is.
hmm Yeah, he does have a derpy face.
Yeah.
I mean, I still really glad to have him, just to have basically the main villain of the whole trilogy.
Yeah,
But
and
he
you need
does
that
have
piece.
his eyes are way too close together, and it looks like his head gets narrower to the top, and the expression on his face is just like he's eating something like peanut butter and sticking to the roof of his mouth like. But I
Yeah,
am glad
that's
that
true.
it comes with that mask to cover up his retard face. So I'm happy about that.
Yeah, at least something. Yep.
Yeah, and other Batman stuff. I went to Best Buy and they had a really crazy deal going on DVDs, and I got Batman Year One and Batman Gotham Knight. Both of them were only $4 each.
Dang, that is a
I
deal.
know. All their DC animated movies were on sale.
Man,
Yeah, except
lucky.
for the Dark Knight Returns, since that one's brand new. Dark Knight Returns Part 1, that is.
Right.
Yep.
Awesome.
And, well, I have in my pile of loot a Fall of Cybertron Starscream.
Well, that's cool. I'm
Yep.
tempted to get him too, but
He's the one that I think looks the nicest out of all of them, him being the new mold. And I really do like the way it looks. But I'm
yeah.
not going to ship him out yet. Going to wait for some other stuff to come in first. Okay, I think that's it. Yep, that's it. Okay. So, as far as like actual Transformer news goes, there's not really a whole lot. Um, except one of the more interesting ones is that the commemorative series reissue Optimus Prime is getting another reissue, but it's with the 25th anniversary figure, and that's the one with the
Oh.
funky shades of blue and red,
Yeah.
and the tamographed Autobots symbol. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I'm tempted to get it because I do want another Prime,
hmm
but
I don't mind.
Me neither.
So the colors so much. A lot of people are giving their panties in a twist about it. Not sure exactly why. I mean, it's still it's still it's still G1 Prime, even though with the circumcised smokestacks.
That bothers me the most, but yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
I hate
if
that.
kids are stupid enough to get themselves poked in the eye, then they deserve it. Why yeah.
Exactly. Why should we suffer?
hmm But I'd still like to get it just to have like an English version of him in packaging.
Yeah.
But I do have like the very first reissue of Optimus Prime, not the English but the Japanese one, with the 15th anniversary golden sticker on the packaging.
Ooh, nice.
I have that whole series: Optimus Prime, Ultra Magnus, and Hot Rod. Those are their first three reissues to come out, and they all three of them have the 15th anniversary sticker on them. That's like that's like my trilogy, like holy grail. Not necessarily holy grail, but my biggest pride I have in items.
Your
Uh,
premier G1 collection there. Yeah.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Those are, and I have Pepsi Convoy in package and Star Convoy in package. So I pretty much. Oh, and G2, Battle Convoy, in package. I think that's like all the Optimus Primes I have in packaging. They're or OG related. I think, unless Gaijin, right? But he
Yeah.
doesn't really count. Yeah, that's it. Um, but yeah, I'd still like to have an English version of it in packaging.
Yeah, it's nicer.
Mhm,
You can actually read it.
mhm. Some very detailed pictures just got released of uh, Transformers Prime, Arms Micron, Leo Prime, Ultra Magnus, and Masterpiece Red Alert. I'm really glad I was able to get Thundertron, because if not, I was going to get Leo Prime. Those colors really don't work all that
Really?
well.
Uh,
I don't think so. Especially since I was kind of hoping they would resculpt the head to make it more Beast Wars 2 Prime-esque.
yeah, that would have been nice.
If they would have done that, I would have totally gone for that. But yeah, I don't think just that color scheme works for a pirate.
I'm tempted.
Especially,
I might get it. Just for the heck of it. I just like the mold.
I'm
Yeah.
tempted to get the Ultra Magnus though.
I hope they fix the shoulders. But yeah.
I'm going to find some of my wife's clear nail polish and fix the ball joints on the shoulders. Like I've heard it takes a good amount of coats, but the reason why you
Yeah.
should use nail polish is because it's not permanent,
Right.
so it'll actually form. If you have some imperfections, it'll like form to the socket.
Exactly.
But if you use super glue, if you have a jagged edge, it would break your toy. And plus, that's just a whole lot more difficult to work with.
Yeah.
Like,
Nail hardener and polish is a lot friendlier to the toys.
hmm
Yeah.
I love the paint applications look a lot better, especially the yellow on the chest. The red extends a little bit more, and on the collar piece. And the dark gray plastic that's used on the upper thighs and the arms looks real nice too. Looks like it has replaces some with just a dull gray, a dull gray with some silver, especially on the front bumper.
Yeah, I hate the dull gray. Ugh.
hmm
It just cheapens the toy.
Yeah, it totally does. And the stickers make it look real nice too, especially on the side of the vehicle.
Yeah.
And the Micron's hammer mode looks a lot more accurate too. Really like the way that one looks. And it would be a lot easier for him to hold too.
Yeah, it is an improvement all around. You know.
What was the?
Looking forward to
yeah.
it.
And Masterpiece Red Alert.
I'm
Basically,
glad I canceled him.
really?
Yeah.
Well, what makes you really glad you canceled him?
I don't care for how big they made the roof siren lights. They
Let
seem
me see.
too big, but they are detachable
They are detachable. That's good.
because they go
Yeah,
into
they do.
that.
They do really look out of place.
Yeah, it just messes
Very
it all up.
looks very half-hearted.
Yeah,
Just like, we'll take these sirens off with this $5 Tonka toy and glue it onto this thing here. This premium figure. It does look super out of place. And you can put it on side swipe too, apparently.
yeah. It goes in that port where you can plug in his gun.
Oh, okay.
So that was pretty creative. That was a good idea. But I do like that mold. I just don't care for Red Alert enough to buy him, and I just don't care for the way it turned out.
Yeah, I'm very underwhelmed by it.
I'd rather put that
Um,
money towards MP Soundwave.
or you could put that money towards Encore Fort Max.
That's true.
Yep, that's my top priority before I get any masterpieces. And some very exciting pictures came out of Faller Cybertron Voyager Grimlock.
Yeah, I really dig that one.
hmm He's huge compared to Fall Cybertron Optimus,
Oh, he
which
better
is
be. Yeah.
yeah. But I'm wondering like how tall he is compared to say like a first edition Optimus Prime.
I haven't seen any comparison shots for that.
That's one shot
Yeah.
like as a first edition Optimus Prime I consider to be like a top of the line Voyager
Right.
as far as size, quality, and just playability goes.
Yeah, he's
I
a
would really
standard.
yeah, I would really like to see how big he is compared to that because if he still looks huge compared to him, I would have him displayed with my Prime figures.
That's a good idea. He would fit.
hmm
He would
That
definitely
I
fit.
have my Fall of Cybertron Bruticus displayed with my Prime Decepticons.
Well, there you go. That would work too.
Yep. And
And
I
that
have my other Fall of Cybertron figures just by themselves.
and that Grimlock lights up.
Oh yeah, that looks awesome.
I like that feature a lot.
Look, works a hell of a lot better than that stupid the powerizer weapons. His chest lights up, the dino head lights up.
Yep.
One of the few times a light up gimmick has actually worked in a Voyager figure.
And it works really well. I love it.
The weapons look nice. Let's see. Look at Dino mode. The chest of the Dino mode looks a little bit,
Yeah,
looks kind of hollow.
there's something not right about it, but I can live with it.
No, hold on one second. I'm sending a message to someone. Okay. Um.
So when is that
Me.
supposed to be out?
Well, there's also pictures of it in packaging, and it's supposed. And Robot Kingdom. I think they already got their shipment, and so
Yeah,
it's probably coming out really soon.
I hope so. Because I know that people are already getting the Soundwave Voyager, but I don't care for that one.
No, I'm sticking with my deluxe. If anything, I would get the Sound Blaster just to keep it in package.
Yeah,
Even
that'd
though
be cool.
it does have upside down. The boxes are practically upside down.
Oh, cool.
Um, and they're also repainting that as Blaster,
Yeah,
which does not work.
yeah, I'll skip that.
Oh, do. let's see. I think that's really it as far as news, which I'm glad, because here's something I wanted to talk to you about.
Really?
And I think you know what it is.
My Little Pony? Friendship
Nope.
is Magic? Oh, darn.
You said that you finally got a chance to see The Dark Knight Rises.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Oh.
Now, and you had some very harsh words about that.
Yep. I was sorely
Now-
disappointed. I'm one of 5 people who are, I know.
Okay, so I'm going to put you on the spot here for a little bit. What were your problems with the movie?
I don't know about you. I love Batman. Don't get me wrong. I love the character. I love the comics. Love the cartoons. Animated series. All of that. Don't get me wrong. I do love Batman. And one of the things that I love most about Batman is that not only is he a heck of a fighter, but he's smart.
Yes, he's
known as the detective.
He does have a genius level intellect.
Yes. And I just didn't get that feeling in this movie. That felt like it was really missing in the whole movie. He got his butt kicked by Bane. That's fine. It starts off as him being a cripple. He gets better. He gets crippled again. Gets better. And then, the rest. It just didn't feel like this being Bruce Wayne and Batman. It just felt off to me. I felt that they could have treated this character a whole lot better.
So really, your biggest problem was how they handled Bruce Wayne's character?
Bruce Wayne and Batman. I felt that they could have done a whole lot better. Bane was okay for me. He felt kind of soft though.
Really?
I mean, yeah, he's a brutal killer. He shot a lot of people and all that, but I don't know. It just something just felt off
with him.
Yeah, I can't put my finger on it. I wish I could tell you exactly what it was, but it just didn't feel right. I don't know what it is, but it was just that nagging feeling that I had in the back of my head, and I watched it again since I posted those gripes on Twitter.
Was it the voice that bothered you?
Actually, the voice was not as bad as what I've heard people complain about. I understood every word.
I love the voice.
I did too. I thought it was kind of neat. If a little cliche with Darth Vader or something, but it didn't offend me in any way that they did it. I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just
was it the fact that Bruce Wayne appearing as Batman really wasn't really in a whole lot of the movie?
I'm disappointed in that. Okay, at the end of the Dark Knight movie, we all know that Batman took the hit as the one who supposedly killed what's his face, Two-Face, Dent, Harvey Dent, and they just beat the crap out of that in this third movie. I mean, they dragged that to the point where most of the movie was the Batman being villainized, and I just felt that it was just too drawn out with that. When I see the title The Dark Knight Rises, I was expecting Batman to really rise above all of the negative press and the negative
well, he does.
He does.
When he comes back from the pit. That's him rising, metaphorically and physically. That's
him rising, and it took most of the movie to get him to that point.
Yeah. Well, I mean, do you expect him to be super at his best, at the very beginning of the movie?
No.
To overcome all of his problems?
I think that they took too long in getting to that point.
I
don't think he's dead. From what seems like he faked his death and just walked away from the whole thing. And that kind of bothers me, but at the same time, if I were in his shoes, I probably would have done the same thing.
Because I mean, he finally understood what Alfred was preaching to him about.
Right.
The Batman did his job.
But
There's nothing left for him in Gotham City.
yeah,
Just pain and misery. He had to get over it. And presumably he used the what was that program called? The the wiping the slate, the thing that Catwoman was after.
yeah. Well, a new start, basically.
Get a new start. I'm assuming that he
Yeah.
used that
But
too.
it felt too soon. I just felt that this ended too quickly in terms of that angle. You know, there's so many great villains. They could have done at least 2 more movies in this franchise before ending it like this. And I know that they wanted to end it on the 3rd movie, but I wish they hadn't. I think it would have been more satisfying for me, at least, if we had the 3rd movie be, but this is just the top of my head, the Riddler, a 4th being another major character, and this movie, The Dark Knight Rises, being the final 5th movie.
Right.
I think it would have been a little bit more satisfying to me, because you would have seen a lot more of Batman. And
Right, but the one thing that does really legitimately bother me in the whole trilogy is that before he retired, quote, retired as Batman and went missing for 8 years, he was only Batman for a year and a half at most.
Exactly. It just felt too short.
Yeah, that is one thing. That is really one of my biggest problems with the whole Nolan trilogy. As opposed to like the comics before he retired in The Dark Knight Returns, he was Batman for probably about at least 15, 17 years.
Yeah, if not 20, you know?
Yeah, because he retired when he was 45. And Dark Knight Returns picks up when 10 years afterwards when he was 55.
Okay. But
So-
that's still a heck of a lot more than the
Oh,
Nolan
yeah, it is.
trilogy. And you know, like I said, there's so many rich villains that they could have used in between.
They initially did want to have Riddler in The Dark Knight Rises. They wanted Leonardo DiCaprio to play him.
Yuck.
Yeah, which would have been awful.
Yeah.
Awful.
Bad choice for an actor. But I would love to see the Riddler would have been great, because like I said, Batman's also an intellectual, and the Riddler would have given a good run for his money. I mean, that
Yeah.
would have been.
But I really do agree with having Bane as the villain, because they wanted someone to challenge him mentally and physically, and definitely Bane in the comics was genius. He went because he was born in prison, and he
Yeah.
read everything and anything he could get his hands on, becoming a genius in all. I mean, he was the only person to figure out on his own who Batman really was. I mean, when you really think about it, it's not really all that hard to figure out. But I mean,
Bruce
as
Wayne
far
was
as-
Batman? Really? Wow. Gosh.
yeah, but yeah, yeah, and a lot of people complain about his voice. Because Bane in the comic, he was Caribbean, so he had a a Hispanic or not Hispanic, but like a ethnic accent.
Yeah.
And I can understand that really wanting to go with that, especially with his mask. They probably would have thought he was a Mexican wrestler, and at that point I thought it would have been kind of hysterical. But especially with his intelligence, they give him more of a proper voice, which I think was suiting. And
Yeah, I have no problem with the voice at all.
I really like the subtle touches, because he's constantly in pain because of his back, all the injuries he suffered in the pit. So you can hear some of the words he says sound like it hurts him to, like, he's just always in pain, especially in the plane sequence when he says when the FBI dude says, "What's the next step in your master plan?"
Mhm.
He says, "Crashing his plane."
Yeah.
I think that's
No, I think
Really-
he did a great job acting.
Tom Hardy is a brilliant actor. You should see Bronson. Have you ever seen that movie?
No, I haven't.
One of his first breakout roles where he plays British prisoner Charles Bronson, who's notorious for being the most violent prisoner of all of England. Great movie. Great performance by him.
Oh, well, check it out.
It's on Netflix.
Okay.
Yep.
Sounds
That
good.
and yep, great movie. I love it. What else was I going to? Um. But yeah, I've watched it several times since I bought it. And I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say it's a perfect movie. It's not. It definitely has its problems.
Yeah.
Like, one of the biggest things that like bugged me when I first saw it was like, I called bullshit on it like right on the spot when I saw it. When Bruce Wayne put that magic brace on his leg
Yeah.
and he kicked the shit out of that pillar.
Yeah, that turned me off.
If that was in real life, he would have shattered every bone in his foot. Just because he puts a brace around his leg does not make his foot like super strong.
Yeah.
If even if somehow he could do that, if I was Alfred, I'd be like, dude, we just finished rebuilding this shit. Stop kicking the pillars. Stop beating on the foundation that's holding your house together.
Exactly.
Just stop it. I know you'd like to show off your little magic knee brace thing,
Yeah.
but just stop kicking at the foundation to your mansion.
Don't be
It's
a
not good.
dumbass. Yeah.
Yeah. And same thing like in the final fight with Bane. Bane was punching shit out of the pillars of the courthouse and busting the shit.
Yeah.
His fist would have been spaghetti, would have been mush.
Yeah. Easily. I mean, I know he's strong and all that, but come on now. He ain't
Yeah,
Superman.
you can't beat Rock versus Bone. Rock wins every time, no matter how strong you are. Unless you have Wolverine bones.
Adamantium or something, yeah.
And last time I checked, Bane is not part Wolverine.
No.
But like I said, my biggest problem with the trilogy is that he only clocked in a year and a half as the Batman. How did you feel about how they handled spoiler Robin?
I thought we could have done without it just fine.
You think so?
Why do we need it?
Because Bruce Wayne is not in good shape. He needed help, and instead of having a boy wonder in tights, his sidekick was a cop that he grew an attachment to because he was an orphan too. So he automatically identified with him, and it was about passing on the torch. Bruce Wayne was done as the Batman. Anyone could be the Batman. He always believed in, and he felt Robin John Blake was a suitable replacement for him because he had the same passion for protecting the city. He hated corruption. He even viewed Jim Gordon as a corrupted individual at a certain point, but then he could understand where he was coming from, and he just felt that he was the one to pass his torch on as a protector of Gotham City.
But here's my question: how is he gonna do it? He doesn't have the resources that Bruce Wayne did. He's not in any way.
He got the Batcave.
Yeah, but what if he needs more gadgets? He has no relation with Wayne Enterprises.
I don't know. You can figure it out.
You know, how is he going to finance? It costs a lot of money to be Batman. The suit itself is expensive. I mean, he'll need
maybe he won't protect Gotham City physically, but by other means. You don't know. That's why they left it open.
Probably.
All they know is that Bruce Wayne entrusted protecting Gotham City to this guy. What he does, how he does it, and what he does is up to him. But you gotta admit,
Yeah.
that shot of the platform rising underneath the water with him on top of it, and then black screen. That's an awesome shot to
Yeah,
cut
that was
to.
cool.
Like
Yeah.
my adrenaline was like, oh fuck yeah, and then it starts a Batman theme song right afterwards, saying "The Dark Knight Rises." I thought that was really cool. One of my favorite shots in the whole movie. Oh, speaking of shots, one of my other big problems with the movie is that it kind of plays the audience a little bit dumb at certain points, especially with this one certain shot where you talk. Alfred is talking about his fantasy of going to a place in France, ordering a drink and hoping to see Bruce Wayne across the table, and just Alfred knowing that he is alive and happy and didn't need to go to Gotham to be tortured.
Right.
After Bruce Wayne's quote death, I guess Alfred had the hunch of going there, seeing fulfilling his fantasy, and then he's just kind of looks around, and then he locks eyes on something, gives a smile. You hear the music playing, just kind of gives a nod.
Yeah.
I would have been perfectly happy if it stopped right there. But no, the next shot was the camera looking at Bruce Wayne and with Selina Kyle right across from him. And giving a nod back and smiling. I think that was just kind of pandering to the audience, like saying, yes, he's alive. Look at him right here. He's alive. Sorry, Bruce Wayne made you cry, Alfred. He's okay. But no, I think it would have been a much more powerful, much more beautiful sequence to just to focus on Alfred's face, him smiling, giving a nod, and then automatically cutting to back to Gotham City. I think that would have been a lot more creative of a scene and leaving a lot more to the imagination of the audience. I think artistically that would have been a better way to go about that scene.
Probably, but I didn't mind it so much though.
Yeah, well.
I mean, I know
that I'm not the only one that scene bothered. I've heard about that from many people too. So I know I'm not that weird.
No, you're not weird. I see what you're saying. It's just it didn't really bother me that much.
Yeah,
I didn't
you
mind
accepted it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also did kind of dig that they never referred to Selina Kyle as Catwoman, but you knew it was Catwoman.
Yeah, I liked that they played it low. That was fine.
And that ass, hunched over on the motorcycle.
Yeah, that was good eye candy. I love that.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's why I'm really wanting to get the Movie Masters Bat Pod, but damn, that's expensive on eBay. And just to put Catwoman on it backwards so you can see her butt.
Crotch shot. Yeah.
But yeah, that thing easily goes for over $100 on eBay. Easily.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Jeez.
And I'm pissed off because I never knew it existed until Wyatt told me about it.
I never knew it existed either.
It was a Target exclusive. I would hope they would really reissue it at some point.
I hate exclusives. I really do. They bug me. Especially when they're store exclusives, like at Target or Walmart. Forget it. Finding them is just too damn hard.
Especially the Walmart Jim Gordon.
Yeah.
Saw that once, never again. I was lucky to get that one too. Just had the one. I just kind of went there on a whim. If I wouldn't have gotten that one time, I would have never seen it.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
Let me think. Anything else about Dark Knight Rises? I don't think so. Anything else that you wanted to talk about it?
Well, I know some people didn't like the bat, that flying thing.
Really?
I liked it.
I loved it. You know, that's also one of the big reasons why I love the movie. By a technical standpoint, so much of that movie was shot practically.
Yeah, unless
not
he wanted
not
realism.
not CG.
Yeah.
Like so many of the shots with the actual bat were real. Like the scene where the bat flies into the bat cave, that was real. The scene where you see the bat for the first time flying over the police, that was real. The scene where the bat flies away from Bane, that was real. They utilized pulleys and like just rails, and the scene where the bat is flying over the streets chasing a tumbler, that was real.
Yep.
Like
Real
they had a
machines.
little car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real
They even
mock-ups.
had an animatronic Batman sitting in the cockpit that could move a little bit. Like I'm so, and they only did very few shots of the bat CG. That's stuff that was absolutely impossible to do, like doing a barrel roll in the sky. Obviously, that was done CG, and a few select other shots. But yeah, especially with some of those great shots that were filmed realistically, that just makes the few CG shots even more realistic because they just look identical.
Right. It complements the real thing. Yeah.
Mhm. Just that's what I like about Chris Nolan is that he likes to do everything real. Like Batman was really standing on top of that retarded high bridge by himself. Like they got some stuntman stand up there, which would be terrifying.
Yeah.
And the plane sequence at the beginning, nearly all of that was shot in the air, except for the shots actually inside of the plane. That was done on the stage, but it was like
Right.
a portion of a plane that was like on a machine that would go up, would turn around. But all the shots that were like outside of the plane, that was real, except for like the shot of the plane like having the wings ripped off. That was added on, but the plane was actually hanging there. They just like kind of CG'd in the wings and then having them ripped off.
Right.
But like the scene that I cannot that I'm super impressed they were actually pull off, that they did realist in real life, was in the plane sequence when you see Bane with a rope on him holding on to the doctor, and they he just kind of presses the trigger and the plane falls from around them.
Yeah, that was a really
That-
good stunt. Yeah.
Yeah, that was done for real, and they really had they really dropped that portion of the plane and just let it smash on the ground. And they had the guys flying, or like basically just hanging in the air, grabbing onto the plane. That was real. And when you can do stuff realistically, in real life, that just puts you so into the movie. Sure, they could have CG'd half of that shit. They could have CG'd all that shit. Been cheaper, more cost efficient, would have been faster. But no, they took the time and effort to do for real, and it shows. You got quality stunts, quality action scenes, and you just sit and go, wow, that's fucked up. But while if it was CG, it'd be like seeing it. It would have been boring.
Totally. Totally agree. Yep.
Yeah, that's by a technical standpoint. I love The Dark Knight Rises. Just so great, technically, special effects wise. And like when you see in the Dark Knight, when you see the semi truck flip, that was done real, and when you see it, like holy shit, that's fucking awesome.
And the camera
that was
angle was
done-
awesome too.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Let's see.
Batman.
Why does Batman talk to Catwoman in the Batman voice when she already knows it's Bruce Wayne?
I don't know. I guess he likes to
That-
talk that way.
And when no one is around him, when he said, "Now I know how that feels," he talked to that in Batman voice. No one was around him. Fake. I'll be like, just cut it. Just cut the act. Now, really, the voice does not bother me that much. I can understand because he has to cover his voice.
Yeah, I just like to make fun of it.
And in the comics, Batman's voice has been described as sounding like glass shattering. whatever that's supposed to mean. I guess they kind of interpreted it as that, which I'm not sure how, that's the best they could do, which it makes sense. Um, because they said that in Batman Year One, the comics, and Batman Begins was originally going to be a direct interpretation of that, and you can still see some elements from that comic series, which was also written by Frank Miller in Batman Begins. Which you did you see Batman Year One, the DC animated movie?
Yes, definitely.
That was a great movie.
Yeah.
I loved how much it was more focused on Gordon instead of Bruce Wayne, and they kind of temporarily switched to Bruce Wayne, but it was more a character film about Gordon and his struggle with his relationships with his wife and a certain detective that he falls in love with, and just trying to cope with the fact that he has to bring a child into the most dangerous city in the world.
Right.
And working with the most corrupt cops available.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I really like the voice work in that movie too. They had I always forget the actor's name, but the dad from Malcolm in the Middle, he voices Jim Gordon. Ben McKenzie from the OC voices Bruce Wayne, which I would never have guessed that because it doesn't sound like him at all, especially when he does the Batman voice. Catwoman starts out as an escort, which I find hysterical.
Yeah.
In suiting for the character. You still have not seen The Dark Knight Returns, have you?
Nope. Can't
Oh my
open it
God,
until Christmas Day.
But yeah, I forgot you actually are getting it for Christmas.
Yeah.
Watch that shit ASAP.
Yeah,
It's
I'll check that online.
brilliant.
Yep.
Brilliant. Yeah, I have the comic, and they did do some changes, which I'm perfectly okay with. I mean, if you're going to do a direct copy of a comic, there's no point in making it. Especially some of the scenes really just don't translate well into animation.
That's true.
It wouldn't make any sense.
Yep.
And they changed the order in some of the things, especially at the very end of The Dark Knight. That very end actually happened much earlier on in the comic. And it's an awesome way to end part one, because it has a good subtle conclusion, but then it kind of gives like a huge teaser cliffhanger for part two, which I won't spoil for you.
No, don't spoil it. Please don't spoil it.
Nope. I think that's about it. I really have to talk about DKR. Unless there's anything you have to say on it.
No, I just hope I've clarified my reasoning. I don't think it was a bad movie. It's just not what I expected. I enjoyed Amazing Spider-Man a lot more.
Did you?
Yeah.
As far as like the three big comic book movies of the summer, how would you put them in order?
Avengers number 1, Spider-Man number 2, and The Dark Knight Rises number 3.
Mine's the exact opposite order. Batman number 1, Amazing Spider-Man number 2, and Avengers 3.
Well, at least we got number 2 in the same spot.
When I went in to see Amazing Spider-Man, I didn't really have any expectations, because I just wanted to go into that with a open mind, and I came out really loving it. Great way to open up a new franchise. But did you hear who's going to be the villain in Spider-Man 2?
I have no idea who the next villain is.
They said it's Electro.
Oh, Electro? Oh.
And guess who's going to play him?
That should be interesting. I have no idea.
Jamie Foxx.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
which is really confusing because Electro is Red Skull's son, and Red Skull is a white guy, and Jamie Foxx is obviously black.
Well, I guess he's the adopted son. I don't know. I don't know.
Find out location.
I don't know if
Find
they're
out if
changing
they're
some
here.
things around. But
Yeah, well, I guess considering that Sony owns the rights to the Spider-Man movie, they really didn't consider it since Captain America is owned by Marvel. Guess it can't really connect that, especially since Iron Patriot's going to be Iron Man 3,
yeah,
and in the comics, Norman Osborn is Iron Patriot,
right.
and obviously they can't do that. Um, let's see. Yeah, oh man, I cannot wait for you to see Dark Knight Returns Part One. I have I fell in love with that movie. I got it. It was like, yeah, this is going to be pretty cool. I mean, I was really into the comic. Pretty cool. And then I heard that Peter Weller, aka RoboCop, was voicing Batman. I was like, oh, that's fucking awesome. That's a great voice. Great grizzled old Batman voice. And then I saw the movie. I was like, repeat. Watch it 3 times in a row. Oh, great. Just a little bit on the short end, but the next one's going to be much longer.
Yeah, they just, I guess, picked a good point to stop it or something.
Yeah. Great cliffhanger ending. And I'm really wondering how they're going to do some certain events in part 2 for an animated movie. Did you read the comic?
I haven't read the comic at all now.
Oh.
I don't have all the Batman
There's
stuff.
some violent, super violent adult scenes that happen in the comic that are going to be supposed to take place in part 2, which which I would be really surprised if they did some of the things in that. Which I cannot spoil because it would be really awesome if they did include that in.
They might tone it down a bit. I don't know.
Yeah, because it got really, really dark and fucked up at certain points. Do you? Actually send you. I have a file that has the complete Dark Knight. Well, maybe I'll send you it after part 2 comes out. So you
Okay.
can do.
Yeah.
You can do a compare. All you need is a comic book reader program, and they're free and they're easy to get and understand.
Okay.
Um, let's see.
Thanks.
Yep, no problem. I have a bunch of comic books on file form on my computer. Like I have the complete Ultimate Wolverine versus Hulk, Wolverine Old Man Logan, uh, um, Dark Knight Returns, The Dark Knight Strikes Again, All Star Superman, not All Star Superman, All Star Batman and Robin, The Boy Wonder, just name a few. Okay. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to talk about in Dark. A lot of people keep on coming up to me saying, so what do you think they're going to do for the next one? I mean, they left it pretty wide open. They're not going to do another one. Like, I keep on, I'm getting tired of
No.
explaining it to everyone that that's the
it.
end.
Yeah. They'll
Like,
reboot it with somebody
yeah.
else, but
Yeah.
that's it with this one.
And they're like, really? No, they're going to do another one. I mean, they left it wide open. No, they're not. Actually, the rumor is that they're going to have a new Batman cameo in Man of Steel.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because Man of
Huh.
Steel is launching the DC cinematic universe, like how Iron Man did.
Right. Right.
So I hope that's true. Just like a super brief cameo, because the new Batman movie, they're not really wanting it to have an origin film. Like it's not going to be his first year. I think they said it's going to be like in his second or third year as the Batman,
Okay.
which I'm down with.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. We don't need to see his origin again, especially with the Great Batman Begins. I mean, that was a perfect origin story.
Yeah, just leave it alone.
I mean, you know how it happened. You know, gets parents killed. He goes off, gets trained by every kung fu ninja master in the world. Comes back a total badass.
Exactly.
And he's scared of bats. Oh, did the actual full length trailer for the new Star Trek come out yet?
They have a trailer, yes. It's about
The actual full trailer, not the teaser trailer.
No, just a teaser. Yeah.
Oh, just the teaser.
No,
Okay.
there's no actual full. Yeah.
I forget when it was supposed to be released. It's soon, real soon though.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
Let me see, because it said at the very end of the trailer. Let's see. Apparently, the Japanese version has 15 extra seconds.
Yep.
I did not know that. And there's what, extra few seconds?
Not really anything important.
Just shots of cities.
I think it's something that Spock says.
Oh. That has to be fucking Khan.
Oh, it has to be.
Yeah.
There's no other villain like that in Star Trek, you know?
No. Of course, the Japanese trailer doesn't show the date the real trailer is going to come out. Oh, God. Fucking Japanese.
Never easy.
Huh? No,
It's never
make
easy.
everything difficult. Read the right way. Left to right, not right to left. God damn it. We can find it at the very end of this. Why won't you play? Why won't you play? Oh, being stupid. Skip, add, in 1 second, and there you go. Skip to the end. December 17th, so tomorrow. Oh, Monday now.
Monday, yeah.
No, wait. Today is...
Yeah, Monday.
Yeah, Monday.
This is 15th, yeah.
Well, now... Well, okay. Yeah, it's the 15th for you, but actually now it's the 16th for me. So, tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
Because you live in the past.
Yep. You're from the future. What's
In the
like
future!
3 hours from now?
In the future we have Dark Knight or Star Trek trailer. Almost. In the future. Welcome. I figured out the perfect way to do the perfect Bane impression. You take your hands and bring your fingers to your palms. And let me move my mic away from my face. You bring them both and kind of cup your mouth. Now, just say something, but say it like Sean Connery would. Like, fear is our ally. Yes. Perfect Bane.
I really like Transformers.
Yes, perfect. That was perfect.
You will know my pain.
Yeah. Yeah.
Calm now, Doctor. Now's not the time for fear. They're completer. If at all. There you go. That's how you do it.
Awesome.
And of course, we're not going to have another episode with Q&A because Lazy Boy is working, and he never gave me.
But at least we had an educational section now. Yeah.
That anyone hates if they hate Dark Knight Rises is retarded.
Haha. Well, it's a good thing I don't hate it.
You had very harsh words for it. You made it
I'll definitely.
You made it sound like the worst thing since Hitler.
I was just really emotionally upset that from all the stuff that I've heard, all the hype, and then I watched this and it's like, this is disappointing. I just didn't feel.
Peak with the Dark Knight.
All right.
Huh?
Don't mess with Batman. I know. He'll beat me up.
You don't mess with Batman. He is vengeance. He will find you. And he will kill you.
He is the night. Yeah.
One Batman voice I never really cared for. That and look like it just looks like shit. Was in Justice League: The Next Frontier. Did you see that one?
Yep.
When it takes place in the 50s and it uses their appearance as it was in the 50s. I hated that Batman voice. It was very true. Like some of the lines were really clever that he has, and just kind of shows how intimidating he can be. But I hated that voice. Especially like his costume at first was kind of cool, but then he switched to like the Adam West style Batman almost, with like the half circle eyes.
I don't know what they were thinking with that.
It did not look cool at all. But like one of the coolest line he has in that entire movie was like, I don't know what you are, but something inside me tells me you can be trusted. But just to let you know, I have a $70,000 piece of meteorite to protect Metropolis from he was implying Superman. For you, all I would need is a penny for a book of matches. That's some deep shit.
Yeah, some good lines there. Yep.
And then he just kind of fucks off and goes away. And the dude's like, oh shit. Shit just got real. Anything else you really wanted to talk about? I have a feeling there's something else I wanted to talk about, but I can't think about it right now. You talk about something real quick. I'm gonna look up something that I'm trying to do.
Well, you know, I'm really surprised how well the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles have been doing.
I kind of forgot they existed for a while.
Really?
Yeah, because I was like, oh yeah, that show's still kind of going on.
It's a good show. Yeah, the new one, that is.
I did watch like the first few episodes, and I did think it was kind of cool.
Yeah, it really picks up even more after that. And the toys are just flying off the shelves. I was at 3 stores today, and they were all sold out.
Yeah, I went to Toys R Us not too long ago, and the only Ninja Turtle toy they had was some stupid sword. Even the vehicles are sold out.
Yeah, I mean they're selling. That's good to see.
Yep.
Especially after the Thundercats failed miserably.
Oh god. Talk about failed experiments. And that show had so much build up because it was like teased for years that they were going to do a new Thundercats show. The best part the best part was Lion-O's father. To me.
Well, that was cool. Yeah.
Having the original Lion-O as his father.
That was a nice touch.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of sad he died though, so soon. Yeah, and toys are fucking stupid. I hated them. I wanted to like them, but I couldn't. They're too cheap.
Yeah, the 6-inch ones were far better, but they were hard to find.
Very hard to find.
But these, yeah. But these Ninja Turtle ones, I like them. I think they're cool.
I haven't jumped the boat to get them yet.
And now Lego has sets based on the Ninja Turtles.
Do
So
they?
we're gonna see Yeah, it's gonna be Ninja Turtle Fever for 2013.
Ugh. Crazy.
You're gonna see a lot of it. Yeah.
When is the Ninja Turtles live action movie supposed to come out?
I have no idea.
I need to look that up.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been so involved with what's out right now that I haven't really bothered.
Ninja Turtles film. Dun 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 dun. Michael Bay's Ninja Turtles. Dun, dun, dun.
So far, I thought it was in hiatus for now. I don't know. Because Michael Bay's a dumbass. That's right, you heard it here first. I said it.
Nah, I don't think that's
Turtles
the
from outer
first time.
space.
That aren't turtles. Or teenagers. They can't actually be. They can't be actually Ninja Turtles no matter what, because if they're from outer space, they obviously didn't train under the ninja arts. And if they're aliens,
Exactly.
they're definitely not turtles. They're just reptilian aliens that happen to look like turtles. So that's a fail on every account.
Yeah, but if they did it like the the cartoon does it. I'm not sure if the comics did it, but in the cartoon series, the new one, the ooze is an alien chemical, basically.
The comics were like how it was in the second movie. They were developed by a company.
Okay, so it's all Earth.
Oh wait! Actually, you know what? I think it was originally supposed to be an alien substance that was acquired by CGRI, and they just kind of mass produced it. I think that's how it went. I'm not 100% sure, but I have to look that up.
I thought it was something that was from an alien source, but
I love the original Ninja Turtle comics. They're great.
Yeah, they were cool.
The turtles were dark. Like Leonard just flat out stabs Shredder in the
Yeah,
gut.
they were badass. Yeah.
And then after he does that, he hands him the sword and tells him to kill himself with it. The fuck?
That's awesome. Here, finish the job yourself.
and then he explodes. That's why I really like the first Ninja Turtles movie. It was really dark, and it was more inspired by the comics than really the cartoon.
Yeah.
Because actually in the cartoon of the Ninja Turtles, Shredder and Splinter, neither one really seemed to be good nor evil. They were both seeking more for revenge than anything. Like Splinter had more shades of gray of him, of being like of fulfilling his own agenda than really just fighting evil. As so was the Shredder, which was really cool, especially in the cartoon. Splinter was a human that turned into a rat.
Yeah.
But in the comics and in the first film, he was a rat that turned into more of a human character.
Mm-hmm.
Trained after Imato Yoshi.
Yep.
That movie still holds up. The first Ninja Turtles movie had the best puppetry, had the best fights, had the best tone. It was just great.
Yeah, I still love that movie.
I mean, I can still look at the turtles in that movie and be like, yeah, that's a real fucking turtle I'm looking at. But then once you start in 2 and then fucking Ninja Turtles 3, they just got retarded at that point.
Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking about that. Bleh, I don't know what they were thinking about that one.
I remember
screwed it up.
when I was young, and then when the third one was coming out, I was getting so excited. I was like, oh, maybe they'll finally have Krang in it.
Yeah,
And then-
they completely left him out.
And then they just like, no, they just went back into ancient Japan. Like,
Yeah.
is that really the best they could do? No,
Thanks
they
for
could have done it.
nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a half-assed attempt.
Here's your movie. Yeah. Yep.
Sorry, I'm sending a message on Skype.
That's okay.
I think that's really about it.
Yeah. We covered Transformers at least. That's good.
A little bit more
Yeah.
DC than anything.
Have you seen any GDOs at your Toys R Us?
Yep, I've seen some of the Legends, and I've seen Voyager Megatron.
Ugh, that Megatron. Ugh.
Thing is, I really don't have any interest in them. I mean, I have mild interest in Cliffjumper and Wheelie,
Wheelie's
that's-
good.
but that's really about it.
Wheelie's a good one, and the Cliff Jumper I like. And I use him as a stand-in for the Prime line.
Like, I really just want them more as a novelty piece.
Yeah.
Not really like, oh, I gotta have these, because I have both those molds that I
Yeah.
really like, and multiples of Cliffjumper. I was like, it would just be like kind of just I don't know, overkill, I guess I would say, but it's just more for a gimmick of having
Right.
Asian figures that were released in Toys R Us here.
Yeah, well, for me, he's the only one, so he's going in my Prime line. I like the head better anyway. And I finally... Oh, go ahead.
I don't really. I think the head is a little too skinny for that body, though.
Really? Yeah. Probably. I like it though. To each their own. Some people might like the original head better, but
I think the head suits the body a little bit more as far as size and style.
and I also saw Hotspot.
Hotspot is the Blue Inferno.
Yeah.
That one looks decent. I've never actually seen an Inferno figure. Never.
Really?
Nope.
My God.
I'm telling you, man. Since the Cincinnati area is an awful place to get like up-to-date Transformers. Or late Transformers. I was lucky to be able to find Ultra Magnus and Thundertron when I did that early. Hell, I've only seen Dreadwing once in stores.
I see them everywhere.
You see him everywhere?
Yeah, it's just Dreadwings everywhere. And Starscreams.
Starscreams and bulkheads I have no problem finding.
Yeah.
Still never seen an arachnid in stores. Which I don't mind. I'm perfectly content with the. There's my red one. Oh, shit.
I think the Masterpiece Primes are done.
Done as far as what?
Distribution?
Really? They're not going to ship anymore?
I don't think so. I haven't seen any.
Too expensive for me to get a second one anyway, just for the hell of it. I'm perfectly content with my MP10. Has a better box, I think. Still a great figure nonetheless.
Yeah, that's the one thing I like about the Japanese in general is they know how to present a toy.
Most
Yeah.
deaf. Um, let me think. Ah, I don't know. Trying to think.
Perfect.
Perfect. It was
No, no.
perfect audio.
Yeah, just say, I'm Batman!
Do you ever watch videos on YouTube? Honest trailers.
Nope.
Okay. After the show, I'm going to show you a couple links
I
that are
have
funny.
to
Funny as
do
hell.
stuff. Okay.
You have to do stuff.
Well, I have to do stuff in general. Not tonight, but, I have to do stuff like make videos and work and look for,
Work. You're
Yeah.
working now.
working on finding work.
Oh, working on finding work.
That takes
That's
a lot
job.
of that takes
That's-
a lot of effort.
That's a job in itself.
It is.
A non-paying job, but still.
Huh? It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Overqualified, underqualified, overqualified, underqualified.
I never understood why someone wouldn't hire anyone because they're overqualified.
Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't make any sense.
What
That
does
just
that
looks
mean?
like that looks like more like a reason like I don't like your shirt. You're overqualified.
Yeah,
Because I don't like your face.
Exactly. We don't want you. Go away. Like, thanks.
Thanks, S.
Yeah.
Liam Neeson.
And I'm
I've-
finally
I've-
free from Matty Collector. Ah.
I watched Decompose's review of the Matty Collector Voltron.
Oh, jeez. Was that? He's a good reviewer, but that set is painfully bad.
See, yeah, I know it does look really cheap for how big they are, but still, I would really like them just because I'm a fan of Voltron, and just to have a big as Voltron, I think would be a cool thing. But
It was
still,
a-
I don't think it's worth $100 a pop.
It was a great idea, but
Failed.
they failed at executing it. Yeah.
You could get a cheaper Voltron figure that's smaller and has a ton more playability.
Yeah, I'm kicking myself for not getting that Toonami.
I really like the Toonami version.
Yeah.
Just the joints are a little bit loose. Like if you pick him up, he kind of wobbles.
That's
He kind
okay.
of dances. Yeah.
He's a display piece. I'll be fine with that. At least he stands up. You put Mattel's Voltron's arms forward and he'll fall on his face.
Yeah. And the wings, the biggest thing is that I like the packaging actually for each of the figures.
Yeah, they did a good job there. Yep.
You
That's
have
true.
all of them, right?
I didn't buy the Mattel Voltron.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did.
Oh no, I'm not gonna waste my money on that.
I thought you would have.
I was tempted, but I'm glad I didn't.
Let me go back to news and see if there's anything else I want to talk about. Transformers 4 is to begin filming in May.
Oh really?
Uh-huh.
I hope
And,
it doesn't
the-
suck.
Huh? Yeah. Well, chances are. I mean, it's not going to be a great film, but I don't think it will suck.
Well, I was kind of hoping someone else besides Michael Bay would direct it or whatever.
But I'm still really happy that Mark Wahlberg is in it. He's
Yeah.
a great actor.
Yeah, there is hope. Yep.
But what I'm actually more excited about is that they're actually going to be doing a Ted 2. Okay. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Did you see the first one?
Nope. Oh, no, I haven't seen the first one, nope.
Nope.
But I'm getting that on Blu-ray.
Are you?
I heard it's really good.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite comedies ever. Ted 2, awesome. They revealed that in the interview with Mark Wahlberg, and actually knows with Part of it was with Mark Wahlberg, but the other half was with Michael Bay.
Ah. Well, I hope they redesign the Autobots and Decepticons in this fourth one.
They said they will, just because the movies, the toys for 2 and 3 didn't sell well because
Yeah.
they looked the same as they did in the first one for
Exactly.
the most part.
Yep.
So they're going to redesign them so they can sell more toys, which would be refreshing.
It would. It needs it.
hmm I think that's about a wrap.
Sounds good.
I think we're just kind of picking at straws here.
Running on empty.
On fumes.
Yeah. Fumes.
Alright.
Gassy.
Yep.
Bean fumes.
You can subscribe to me here on YouTube. Just above this video to the left, please click the subscribe button if you haven't already. And you can follow me at Twitter at twitter.com/SSJAutobot. Please follow me and talk to me. I love talking to people. It makes gives me a funny feeling inside my pants I'm not familiar with whenever people talk to me on Twitter.
That's nice. A little too much information, but that's okay.
TMI, dude. TMI. Calm that shit down.
Yeah.
Knock it off.
Just a little bit.
Your turn.
Oh, it's my turn. Well, okay. You can you can watch my videos and subscribe at youtube.com/Sportimus. And follow me on Twitter, Sportimus Prime. And you can friend me on Facebook, also Sportimus Prime. Because I'm lonely.
I've been thinking about starting a SSJ Autobot Facebook page.
You should. You should.
Or just one for Primecast in general.
That's fine.
Which I think might be a better idea.
Yeah.
But I just never got around to doing that yet. But I plan on doing it, maybe, if I feel like it.
Yep.
It's a lot of work, though.
You can link your videos on there, too. Yep.
Yep. Well, I was going to say something else. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Be sure to subscribe to him because you got a lot of Hobbit reviews.
Yes, I do.
Cannot wait to see. Can't wait to see The Hobbit.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
you see it yet?
No, I haven't, but I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully this weekend.
Maybe I'll be able to see it tomorrow. I'm not sure, but definitely by next weekend, which would kill me to wait another week.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Yep. Well, guys and gals, I appreciate every one of you listening in and chatting on. Oh, we need to think of a password. Your turn.
Dirty Hobbits.
Dirty Hobbits, okay.
Yeah. Smeagol
Now,
likes that.
In the comments, if you listen to the whole episode, type in Dirty Hobbits. Let us know that you watched it or listened to the whole episode. Really appreciate it. And until next time, thank you for listening onto Primecast. Thank you very much, and see you next time.
Later.